I wondered if you could explain a little bit about why it was agriculture that you decided to focus on, particularly in your work after you left the UN. I mean, there must have been all kinds of good causes you could have turned your energies and efforts to. Why agriculture?
Yeah, I think it also follows from the Millennium Development Goals, where we wanted to fight poverty. And honestly, if you're going to fight poverty, you have to start with hunger. You have to help the people feed themselves. And in 2004, I commissioned a study, what I call the inter-academy study on African agriculture. I approached David Bruce, who was the head of the American Academy of Sciences, and suggested to him that he should put together an inter-academy team from Africa, Latin America, Asia, and Europe to look at African agriculture, to see what is wrong with it. How come is the only continent that was not doing so well? We were regressing. The average yield per acre of an African land was 1/3 the global average. And they did a very serious study indicating that, first of all, there was a problem of seeds. We don't have the right seeds. Some are using seeds which are 20 years old and doesn't have the yield. The soils are depleted because we mine it each year. We mine the nutrients without putting anything back. Hardly any fertilizer is used. Irrigation, 44% to 50% of Asian agriculture is irrigated. It's 4% in Africa. Question of food processing, storage, marketing. And so we decided that we would want to work with the smallholder farmers who produce most of the food anyway, and work with them and help them all along the value chain to improve their operations. And so we have been encouraging formation of seed companies, seed breeding, training scientists. On the seaside, we have a soils program, and we'll be moving into water, hoping that we'll work with them to get more crop per drop, and also even things like water harvesting, which is really not done seriously. And I think if we can assure Africa's food security, they'll be free to move on to other things. And so how do you fight poverty and improve your condition if you can't even grow enough to feed yourself?